G'day folks, the video you're about to see came about because at the last 4X Adventures meet and greet I met a chap called Richard Weston. Now Richard introduced himself as a serial entrepreneur. Now apart from being a thoroughly nice guy, I later learnt that Richard has had many inventions and a lot of them he succeeded in bringing to market. And I caught up with him about a week ago to have a closer look at his Troopy. And it is a really interesting build. His four-wheel drive build philosophy aligns very closely with mine in that you don't necessarily need to go to ARB or TJM and buy everything from the catalogue and bolt it to your vehicle, because if you do so, well, there's nothing wrong with that, but you won't get as good an outcome as if you were to build something custom tailored to your needs. So Richard's build is a very practical build. It's not necessarily built for Instagramming. A lot of people who build Troopies, they build it for the wow factor, to brag to their mates, to look at, hey, look how pretty my four-wheel drive is. Well, Richard's build, like I said, is a very practical build. It's built to cater to his specific needs, and he has got a lot of really good ideas. So I've certainly come away with a lot of ideas, and I hope that you will have the same thing. I hope that you will get a lot of good ideas about looking at his build. So without further ado, let's get stuck into the video, and I hope you enjoy it. See you at the end. G'day folks. Well, one thing I've noticed about four-wheel drivers is we love talking about our four-wheel drives. When we get together, the conversation always turns to the kit that we have, how we've done up our four-wheel drives, and we love sharing our stories about what we've got and what we're going to do next to our four-wheel drives. Now, recently on the last 4X Adventures meet and greet, I met Richard, and he has an amazing four-wheel drive. Let's go meet him now and find out what he's got. So, g'day Richard, how are you going?
G'day, hey. Nice to have you as a guest. Thanks for coming.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's not about what I have, it's about what I don't have. And I think what I don't have might interest you. What I don't have is big, fancy headlights, like aftermarket LED lights. I've got little ones that go in the grill, and they're more than enough.
What else don't you have?
I don't have a big fat UHF aerial.
Oh, I love a big fat UHF aerial. A big fat UHF aerial means that you know what you're doing.
No, you know, the Cowboys have got the two big long ones. I mean, come on guys.
So what do you do about comms? Do you have an aerial?
I do. It's a GME aerial, and it's designed to go on the inside of your windscreen up here.
Oh really?
Have a look on the inside. Now, you know, with there it is there, and it has actually been replaced.
This little thing?
Yes. So, yeah, I'm not interested in communicating with people 30, 40, 50 kilometres away from me.
Yeah.
I'm virtually always in a convoy with people within 5 kilometres radius.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need a big aerial to get the DB things that you need to get far away, you know, far comms, long range.
Yes.
So that works great for me, great in the high country, great in mountainous areas, and I have been up to 7 kilometres range with communicating with people.
Yeah. I've never seen anything like that. I've always thought you need the big long stick, but it's not about the length, guys. It's about how you use it. I've noticed that it doesn't look like you've got a winch.
No winch, Artie.
No winch. So what do you do? Tell me your philosophy. Why do you not have a winch?
As a young gun,
yes.
I got my car stuck in a horrible position. I had 3 mates, they all had winches.
Yeah.
They were all like, I'll pull you out, I've got a winch. All 3 winches failed for different reasons.
Yes.
I had my high lift jack, that actually saved the day. The amount of maintenance that you need to do with it, every time you drive through water, I don't care if they IP 60 something rated, you need to maintain them.
Well, that's with anything really, I guess. Yeah.
And that's a horrible thing to do. If you can afford to pay for a mechanic to maintain that winch for you, that's fine. That's okay. but you've got another 40 odd kilos, 30, 40 kilos sitting in there that you hardly ever use. If you're a tourer and you're just, you know, traveling Australia, I really, really don't think you need a winch. If you know how to drive and you can, you know, if you've got some
That's
experience,
the most important thing. Yeah.
then you know where not to go.
Yes.
If you go somewhere where you didn't know you weren't supposed to go and you don't know how to use a winch, you're going to be in the same predicament anyway. So
exactly.
winches aren't for me, but I do have two backups, which is the high lift jack, which can be used as a winch, and I've got bog out. Now, Artie's going to investigate bog out because...
I didn't know about bog out. So bog out is some kind of a rope thing that you put around
the
the tyre?
Yeah, it's a synthetic rope. It's like the Dyneema style rope, and it wraps around your spinning wheel, which has lost traction. So even if you're open diffed...
It's like snow chains? Kind of?
Snow chain with a rope on there.
Yeah.
And then that rope, that wraps around your tyre and then pulls you out.
Any danger of it wrapping around, slipping off and wrapping around the axle or anything? Or
No.
It's contained within the width of the tyre.
Correct. And it's super lightweight. I carry like 2 sets and they're just 1 or 2 kilos.
Bog out, there we go.
It's an Australian company, so you're
right.
supporting Australia 100%.
Yeah.
All the instructions are on the bag there. As I say, I carry these all, and I mean it's
lightweight.
Half a kilo, maybe not even. So that's your ladder.
Yeah.
So how long is that?
So we're probably off camera here, but that is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
it's a car length.
5 metres.
About 1 troopy length.
Yep.
I'd say. If you're going forward, your wheel is spinning. Top part of the wheel goes down. So
it's under here.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's you're eating the rope as you're driving forward.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you still need an anchor point.
As with any winch.
As a winch, yes.
As with any winch, that doesn't change.
Yeah.
You can put 2 of these together, so you've got 10 metres.
Yeah.
What's the winch? Normally 30 metres?
Yes.
So you do it 3 times. A little bit more tedious.
Yeah.
Yes. But the the amount of times you use it versus the weight saving, you can use this as a clothesline, you can use this as a... this can come in to use for another reason.
Multi-purpose things, that's the way to go. Everything should have more than one purpose. And that's your high lift jack down there, I take it?
It is. This was a temporary solution, but it's turned into a permanent one. Again, keeping the centre of gravity low.
Yes.
It's easily accessible.
One of the things I really like about Richard's car is he's a bit of an inventor, a bit of a tinkerer like myself, and a lot of this is his own making. He did it with his own 2 hands, and it is a really unique car. So let's have a closer look at it.
And thanks to the incredible performance of Roller Cam.
So tell me about Roller Cam.
Well, it's a cam buckle that has a brass roller, and that gets rid of friction. So it's super easy to thread, and when you pull it, you're not fighting against a friction surface. So they are seriously the easiest cam buckles to use, and they easily perform up to 4 times greater pulling strength or load compressing strength than a standard buckle.
Oh, that's really cool. Now, I understand that you've got a particular philosophy about what you have and what you shouldn't have on your four-wheel drive, and I know that what's right for you might not be right for me and vice versa, but I'm really keen to hear your thoughts about how you've built this car and why you've done it.
Okay, so the philosophy, I think the number 1 is minimal weight. That weight was my number 1 thing that I kept in mind.
Yeah.
That brought me to the design of the cabinetry and the drawer system inside. So it was a unique system that's found in the States called 80-20.
Yeah.
It's an aluminium extrusion, and then you connect your plywood or body panels to that product.
Okay.
Super light, super strong, and I think that's made the biggest difference in weight and practicality of the build.
So this is it, eh?
It is indeed. So as I said, it's called 80-20,
Yes.
and when I designed it on SketchUp, I was good on designing on the computer, and I worked out I would need 125 screws, and I thought, yeah, that's about right. I ended up using over 500, so
Wow.
as good as your plans are originally, things can definitely change, but nonetheless, everything's very light. The whole frame here weighs 16 kilos. That includes the battery and front fridge holder, and there's less than 20 kilos of ply.
How many kilos of screws?
I didn't actually weigh that. 500 times 3 grams. Yeah. There's only two drawers, and underneath is access as well. And of course, you know, you've got to carry a milk crate. That's just handy. And then we've also got access inside. So if I open that drawer, I can get in behind here as well.
Oh, yes, fantastic.
Yeah, you can see the hot water system through there as well. Again, my last Troopy was a little bit of an experiment, and I just, you know, see what happens if you do certain things. And I noticed everyone's like afraid to use the space between the body panels and the outside of the body. And I thought, well, that's a lot of wasted space there. Like, why can't we use that? Maybe a little bit of dust comes in, a little bit of dust, pretty insignificant. So yes, I use this area for storing battery chargers. So I've got all my solar panel, solar panel stuff in here, and that goes right down the. Oh, I forgot that was there. All right, well that's been there for a couple of years. Not much dust on there, so. And that goes right down deep. I've even forgotten what I've got down in here. Oh, another charger. There you go, so a little bit of dust there. But that's been there for years and years. So much storage space you forgot what you have, but I think, and it's for the porta potty, you got all your stuff for your toilet trims here. And again, I've got all that space. That's very, very usable, easily accessed, very efficient to use.
Fantastic. And I see this, that little...
Yes, this was the part of the design that also stops that bottle from falling out.
Yep, multi-purpose.
But it was going to be a bracket for a table that will be here, so that two people could actually sit inside and have dinner on a table.
Face to
Again,
face.
another face-to-face,
Yeah, that's
another work in progress, but
Yeah.
that was part of the bracket design.
Excellent.
So another part of one of the philosophies is, if you can store something where you use it, put it there. We've got the New Wave cooker. Oop. Lives there. Within 2 seconds, I don't have to pull it out of a box, press a button, and it's ready to go. Can also access this drawer here, and I can get to the back of the heater to do any maintenance that's required. And in 5 minutes, I can take the fridge and toilet out. This is a toilet, which is a seat. I can take both of those out. I can put a wheelbarrow, motorbike, lawnmower, anything in here. So I haven't locked myself into a full-on camper.
So that, I think, is a really, really great idea. I'm in the process of starting to build the interior of my Troopy, and one of the things that I'm actually feeling a little bit sad about is to be filling up this space with cabinetry, because the Troopy is such a useful vehicle for putting in random things. I've recently moved house, and it's so handy to have a big empty vehicle. So I think that's a really good idea. So this is the inside. So what have you got? It's a what size battery do you have?
Okay, so nothing terribly fancy. The red arc DC to DC is under here.
Yeah.
It was a 50, but that failed, and now I've got a 40, unfortunately.
That's the best value for money, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of bang for buck.
Yeah, but you're losing 20% of your charging capacity, so now I have to drive longer.
The theory is that with a 50 amp DC to DC charger, it rarely gets anywhere close to 50 amps, but a 40 amp is typically 38 or 39 amps.
You're right. I did check
so you get
that.
Better value for money.
But when I'm heating the hot water,
Yeah.
that's draining from the alternator, and I've noticed with this one, it drops significantly.
Oh, okay.
So
Don't
know, but yeah. Anyway, so 200 200 watt inverter.
Yep.
And a 200 amp hour lithium battery underneath here. And that's all at the front, in the middle, so again, keeping an eye on centre of gravity, and it's cool.
So the back of the car is interesting. I think looks like you've made a couple of these bits yourself. There's spice rack there, and
yeah, spice rack's homemade.
Yeah.
The dual access pantry is 100% my work. I've seen a lot of people put, I don't know, air compressors and tools and heavy things up there, but that allows me to access things from both sides.
That's a really good idea.
And it's only light stuff up there. It's nothing heavy, so you know, keeping your centre of gravity down, that's another important thing to remember.
Yeah.
Centre of gravity, you really need to keep that as low as possible.
Yes.
Hence water tanks below the body, so 90 litre and a 45 litre from Bonetti campers, were poly 45 litre water tank, and that's all below the body, so it's really keeping the centre of gravity low. Even though the vehicle looks high, deceivingly it looks like it's going to tip over, but it's much better than a ute. Yeah.
So talking about the vehicle height, what do you have here? This is a what lift do you have?
Well, believe it or not, there's only a 1-inch suspension lift on the front and a 2-inch on the rear. But the unique thing this vehicle has is portal axles.
Portal axles,
and that's an automatic 4-inch lift.
Why did you feel you needed the portal axles?
It wasn't a need, it was a want.
Of course. So I've often thought about, well, which way would I go? Would I go with something like the J-Max coil conversion and do the lift that way, or do I go with the portal axles? There's pros and cons of each. Did you examine both of those options?
I certainly did.
Yes.
And the cost of the J-Max with the suspension, I was very tempted with the J-Max, being a coil end. I thought it would relieve a lot of weight again, you know, trying to keep the GVM down.
Yes.
But there was actually no significant weight reduction because of the excess frame and all the other components they used. There was no weight advantage, so I stumped that idea. The portals, they increase your drivetrain strength by nearly 20%. Obviously, lifting the diff off the ground immediately gives you amazing clearance. You can run 35-inch tyres as standard. You get the drum brakes, you get the rear track correction width fixed, and again, because you're adding more mass below the centre of the gravity of the vehicle, you're lowering your centre of gravity yet again.
Does the rooftop tent with a 4-inch or 6-inch or whatever lift, does that affect the stability noticeably or not really?
So I did have a Troopy before this one with a 2-inch lift, no roof. Immediately when I got into this, it felt more stable, like significantly more stable. Now, as maybe old fart syndrome kicks in, I don't know, you start to go, a little bit more. But no, it's fantastic. There's no, because the whole width is like 200 mil wider almost. So the stance of the vehicle is amazing. Another pretty cool benefit when you get the portals is that you don't have the manual locking hubs anymore. They actually have an air compressor, and your hubs are now pneumatically controlled.
Oh, cool.
Now you can use that compressor obviously to pump up your tyres as well, but it's a little bit tight here. So what I've done, instead of buying the dual or double ARB compressor, I've fitted another compressor down low, keeping the center of gravity down low. I made a bracket under here, so the second compressor is connected to the first compressor via a 6-litre air tank, which lives under here. Oh, that's a 9-litre, I think. I can't remember. But that's air tank there. So once both compressors pump up that tank to like 110 psi, you can, you know, crack a bead, or you just got like a super fast gush of air. The first tyre you pump up is super quick. Obviously that empties itself, but you still got 2 compressors running to pump up the rest of your tyres. So two water systems. The 90-litre at the front operates the sink and shower, and the 45-litre does drinking water. So I make sure the 45 drinking water is clean and filtered. I'm not too fussy about the shower and sink water. And these gauges calculate how much water you've got left. So as soon as you start using it, you can see it's counting down, and you know when you're running out.
So is it just based on water? Is it a water flow sensor?
Yes, it's a little propeller in the line. So
it doesn't measure the water in the tank, but it just measures how much water is past the sensor.
Correct.
And it so automatically you have to reset it every time you fill the tank?
Yes.
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 Okay.
But it counts down for you. So you say I've got 45 litres, and then it starts to count down, and you give it maybe a 5-litre warning, error, you know, misuse, and then you know you got to top up soon.
That's a pretty cool idea.
So the diesel heater, I can, while I'm asleep, I can access the diesel heater controller from the bed. The diesel heater is one of the 2 best accessories or modifications. I can't. Well, if you're in North Queensland, that's not going to be in your mind, and you don't need one. But if you're travelling down to Victoria, Canberra, high country, I can't tell you how good it is. It's 100% no-brainer if you're travelling in the cold. If you're going skiing and you come back and your core body temperature is dropped and you just can't get warm, man, to get inside a nice warm car.
So what size diesel heater is it?
You can't get anything less than a 2 kilowatt. I had a look at all the brands. There's cheap China ones. I tried one in the garage for a couple of years. It worked, but I went with the Webasto in the end, just for peace of mind. They are more expensive, but again, to dismantle it after you've installed it and ask for a warranty, that's another headache.
So I've noticed that you've got these boxes on the side of the car. What are these? Are these
boxes? Panniers.
Panniers.
Panos.
Panos. Okay, tell me about panos.
So as we discussed, we've got the portal axles, which brings your track way out. Yes. I needed a flared guard that came out more than usual, and the flared guards that were available were very expensive and useless. The only thing they did was legalise the width of the vehicle. I said, why not make a flared guard that has storage? So I did. So all the things you use outside your car is available outside the car. I've never been inside the car and gone, oh, I need the snatch strap. No, that always happens when you're outside. So why not store the things that you use outside, your tyre inflator, tyre repair kit, spare tie down straps, roller cam, of course, water hoses, snatch traps, recovery gear, shovel. Down the bottom here there's I think a spare pair of boots. I can't even remember, but that transforms the way you do the interior of the vehicle, because now all this doesn't have to be inside.
Yes.
You don't need long drawers, you know, to pull out, which you can't access things from inside the car if your doors are closed.
This is a really good idea. So what's the weight of one of these?
10 to 15 kilos.
Each side or combined?
Each side.
Yep.
So there's minimal weight added. there are also anchor points inside if you want to strap, you know, it's up to you what you put in here. Yeah, you could put fishing rods, guns, bow and arrows, whatever your hobby is. You could use that for that space.
And how much weight can it carry?
So there's two methods of attachment. One is just glued to fit with Sikaflex, so if you're not keen to drill holes in the car, you glue it on. I would say that's maybe 30-40 kilos. If you mechanically fix it with screws or rivets, then I haven't tested that, to be honest, but like there wouldn't be enough room to put as much weight as you could put in there.
I saw you standing on it before, reaching up on the roof.
Okay, so 85 kilos I was standing on it, and that's just still okay.
So I noticed that the front is nice and streamlined, so the branches aren't going to catch in it.
Correct, yep. And that's that's still as wide as the front guard.
This is the passenger side panniers, is that what you call them?
Panniers, yes. Panniers, yes. I purposely designed the passenger side to go around the MaxTrack table holder, which is an extremely practical product. Again, I think Anderson Peel White, had done this one, and I thought, that's the bomb. That's pretty good. And it's just an instant table. Again, I can quickly access stuff from my pantry, and yet I still have massive storage here for first aid kit, your saws, fire blanket, hammer, bite kit, axe. That's the sidewall here. Another canvas blanket for working under the car, or just water bottle, spray water bottle. I mean, there's just a ton of room.
That is fantastic.
And the other side, and in fact, this is hollow here, so
you can put something.
You can easily put a fishing rod or something quite long through here, if that's your aim. I've got camping chairs, another portable water tank, another saw, and again I've forgotten what's down in here.
That's a really clever design. I really like it. I've noticed you've got one of the original quick pitch awnings. It is, yes.
I haven't opened it up for this occasion because I wanted to show you other things. But yes, it's a matter of minutes to set up. But I just want to show you how easy it is to have a shower.
Okay.
So we have a full-size kitchen sink inside, and this faucet opens up, comes out, carries on, one flick, shower.
Fantastic. That is absolutely brilliant.
So I didn't have to pack or pick up, move, grab a hose, nothing. And to pack up, just as simple. Put away. And there's a 10-litre hot water tank. This bungee cord also just makes sure that the tap there doesn't open up on corrugations. And that's it.
That is absolutely fantastic. I've built a very similar thing for my FJ Cruiser. The last thing I want is to be able to build a shower before using it, or build a toilet, or build your bedroom, or build your kitchen. You want to make your touring and camping experience as quick and easy as possible, and so you just want to use it like at home. So it makes sense.
I did this mod on my last trippy, and it for me it was a no-brainer. I had to do this again. Again, you see people having to pull out hoses, open a drawer, get something to stop their tap, get their tap to work. Straight away, instant water. If you don't want to wet the ground or make a puddle here, I've got a little hook, sits on there. There we go. Wash up, catch water, straight away. Packs away nice and flat.
That's fantastic. And often the best ideas are born out of necessity. And that's fantastic. I love it. I see you've got a lot of lights around. You've got your work lights at the back. I've seen some at the front.
Yes, mainly for reversing, and
so they hooked up to your reversing lights.
Yes. And I can turn them on automatically.
So all your lights, spotlights, external lights are all wired up to that box, and that's controlled by
Correct. This is instead of having a bunch of relays, typically in your engine bay. So instead of having, you know, a ton of switches all around the place, yeah, and these are all electronic relays, so very reliable, all solid state, and that runs all of my other accessories similar to down here as well. There's an app on my phone. It's Bluetooth, so then you get on the app, you connect to that, and you can control all your devices from the switch.
Fantastic. So I see you've got the OU cap tent.
Rooftop, yes.
Yes.
That I didn't have a choice. That just came with the vehicle when I bought it.
Oh, I see.
Pre-rego with the portals.
Yep.
And you know, 4 years ago, there were only 2 manufacturers that I know of rooftop tents.
Yes.
And I think in the last 2 years, there's now like 5, if not another one, in Western Australia. I don't know the names, but
Mission 4x4 now do roof conversions.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's a lot to choose from.
Yes.
I don't know. Artie's got the new one from the Space Cabs.
Headspace.
It's Headspace.
And go on.
I will admit,
yes,
it is beautiful. It is hands down.
There's the Headspace.
Yeah. We've only found one practical indifference that is not as good with the rear cover, but the workmanship, it's amazing. It's really good. But again, everything comes down to a price. So
it does.
I think at the time this was $12,000 3 years ago,
yes.
4 years ago.
Yep. And
well, I'm not sure, Artie. I don't know how much these ones are.
More than that. So one last thing, what's this awning you've got here? This is a
Super Peg.
Super Peg.
Again, Australian-made product, and that's another thing I tried to do, guys. Yeah. I really wanted to buy Australian-made products. That was in the whole build.
Yeah.
It was one of my first things. If it's Australian-made, it's got the tick of approval.
Yeah. So
this is Super Peg, made in Queensland.
Okay. This is a 270. Yeah, it's a 270 awning.
270, but it's got the extended width to cover the front door. So it goes even past the bonnet.
Yes.
And
but this is a party piece, right?
Beg your pardon?
This is a party piece. Something special that you can do, right?
But it's really light because all the self-supporting awnings are inherently heavy because they have to be heavy to support themselves.
Yes.
And that adds weight up high, which I didn't like. And yes, they are easier to open up, I agree, but they still, you couldn't go to sleep at night without tying it down. So one way or another, you're going to have to fix it down to the ground for peace of mind. Another problem with the fixed awnings is if the sun's coming in, you can't drop it down. So
that's fantastic.
I can very easily drop these down. The rain comes off super easy, so there's no pooling, and I can be under here sitting, on a chair, even have a fire, and this is just something you can't do with a fixed awning. And people don't understand how practical that is.
Yeah, this is actually a really, really cool idea. You're right, you can't do this with a normal awning. Can you add side extensions? Something you don't really need, and because you can drop the sides down.
I do actually have a side awning.
Yeah.
Just one.
Yes.
And mainly I use it on this side when I have the partition here. That allows privacy from the shower.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter how many campers are here.
Yes.
You can sort of walk out half naked or however.
Yeah.
Out of here, you're in there. You're still shaded here,
yes.
And you can get into the car.
Oh, fantastic.
With privacy.
Yes, that's fantastic. So, Richard, what's with that box there?
What's with the box? That's the box for a box. again from years of experience, plastic boxes, rats and animals can eat through them. So this is actually our shoe box, but it's also our step. So the first thing I do when I set up for camp, that's a step to get into the car. I lock it through here, so at night I don't have to leave it in the car, and I know it's not going to get stolen.
Yes.
It is our shoe box. So where do you keep all your shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah? And it's also, when we have a shower, we put this here. I have I don't have it right now, but I have a basket, a collapsible basket that we shower in. So we're showering in the basket that collects most of the water.
Oh.
So I can see how much water we've used.
Okay.
We get out of the basket because the floor's going to be dusty, muddy, yucky. And you can now dry yourself, clean yourself.
Yes.
Put your if you've got the sheet here, or if there's no one here, put your clothes back on, towel, rug up. Your shoes could be here. Get into your shoes, and you're done.
That's great. And of course, the cutout in the floor is simply to stop the box from sliding forward.
That's it. And then that rubber plug comes around, locks into there, hits the cutlery, stops the box from potentially bouncing around.
Fantastic.
One-handed option. One-handed
operation. Love it. Big question. Do you know the weight of the vehicle? Roughly.
Well, that's contentious now. I got my vehicle professionally weighed, good tyres, place in Brookvale, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And they weighed each wheel. I think we can do a screenshot of the results for that. And I was stoked. I was like 3,150 kilos, and that was when I was loaded, tanks full, 3 cases of beer, like as if I'm going to go away for a trip.
Yeah.
But then I went to the tip the other day, unloaded, and I was 3.7. So
I would go back to the professionals and get them to weigh it again, because I think they would be more accurate than the tip. But then again, tip makes their money from weighing vehicles. So who knows?
We're investigating that as we speak.
Richard, thank you so much for showing us your truck.
My pleasure.
It is a fantastic vehicle, and I really love what you've done to it, especially all the things that you've made yourself. It is so clever. And
I just hope, like, there's so many ideas. If I want to go to a trade show, I give my ideas for free. So accept all the ideas, and if you like any of them, go for it.
I think it's really, really good. If you're into building something yourself, if you like tinkering and making things yourself, there might be a lot of ideas in here. I love it when I see people coming up with ingenious solutions to problems, and you don't have to go to the ARBs of this world and T. James and buy everything off the catalogue. With a little bit of elbow grease and creative thinking, you can do something like this. So it's fantastic. Thank you so much, Richard.
Good day.
Cheerio, folks. See you in the next video.